there and welcome back to my channel. Today's video comes by special request, so thank you Iman for your request. We will be doing hip circle turns. So today we're going to focus specifically on unmatched hip circle turns. There are also matched hip circle turns, which we'll do in another video. So first we'll start by quickly reviewing what is the horizontal hip circle. I will also place a link below for a longer video breaking down that movement, and then we will go ahead and do an unmatched hip circle turn or an inside out turn. So our hip circles in the horizontal direction are going to be a movement that is parallel to the floor that circles around our center axis. There's no up or down in it, so the knees are pretty calm while we're doing this. It's going to consist of a hip slide to one side, a push forward, a hip slide to the other side, and then a pull back behind you where you're engaging in your lower abdominal. So you want to think nice long spine, tailbone towards the floor as opposed to letting it arch back. So you're tucking in the back as you come across the back. So left, front, right, back is our clockwise horizontal hip circle. So in order to turn, in order to move with anything, we are going to have to be able to lift up our feet. So I invite you now to feel how the weight on your feet is shifting as you create this circle. I feel my weight shift onto my right when I'm here on the right and shift onto my left when I'm here on the left, which allows me to just step gently underneath this movement. When we walk in belly dance, and especially with any movement that is horizontal, I think about flexing my ankles and lifting my feet just a tiny bit off the floor as opposed to lifting my knees, which sometimes does funny things to my hips. I want to maintain that horizontal hip circle so my feet are just lightly stepping off the ground underneath me. Since we are doing our unmatched hip circle turn, my turn is going to go in the opposite direction of my hips. So my hips are going around to the right and back. So I think of this as clockwise. I'm going forward and around to the right. So my turn is going to take me to my left to be an unmatched hip circle turn or an inside out turn. So get that hip circle going again, stepping onto the right, stepping onto the left. And as you do this, I want you to just slowly start to walk yourself around to the left. Be aware here that your hips are still going clockwise, so they're going to the left, to the front, to the right, and to the back. It's very easy for them to switch around and go the other way when you start turning in the opposite direction because it feels a little weird at first, right? Take it around one more time. Just take your time. You can do as many hip circles as you want as you're going around for now. So hips are going around clockwise, hip circle clockwise, turning counterclockwise to my left, yes? Once you start to get this feeling, and the feeling for me is almost like if there was like a pole or a column right here in the middle of the room, it's almost like my head maintains contact with that center axis and my hips are creating a circle that kind of spirals around that axis. It sort of reminds me of the old spirographs, yeah? So my head stays in the middle and my hips are circling around that center axis, yeah? Once we have this, we can start to pair it together more specifically. Say I'm going to do one hip circle to make it around or two hip circles. Let's start by doing 4 walls. So we're going to go in quarter turns. When I go in quarter turns, my feet become fairly specific. What I'm going to start doing is stepping kind of on a square. I'm stepping with my right forward, with my left back, with my right forward, and with my left back. This is what my feet do. They don't have to be exactly like this specifically, but if you're having a hard time figuring out where your feet go, this is a nice place to start. So step forward with the right, step back with the left, I'm facing the back wall, step forward with my right, I'm facing the side wall, step back with my left, I'm facing the front again. Now, putting our hip circle on that, I step forward with my left, my hips come front. I step back with my left, my hips go back. I step forward with my right, my hips go front. I step back with my left, my hips go back. One more time. Forward with the right, hips go front. Back with the left, hip goes back. Forward with the right, hips come front. Back with the left, hips go back. Yes? From there, you can start to play and decide how many hip circles you would like to create within your turn. For now, let's stick with those quarter turns, and I'm going to put on some music, and let's go ahead and drill it. Okay, drilling our unmatched hip circle turns. Hips for the moment are going clockwise, and our turn is going counterclockwise. So here we go. We're going to go front and back. It's going front and back. Quarter turns, we're going side and back walk. Other side and back. One more time like that. It's pushing front, pull to the back. Don't forget the back half. That's the part that gets lost when we start to turn. Let's try it a little faster. We're going front and back and front and back. To the front, to the back, to the front, to the back. Hips are going left, front, right, back, and I'm turning to my left. Let's try it one more time in this direction. How'd that go? Now we have to do it on the other side, you know. Always have to do it on the other side. So our hips, in this direction, we're going clockwise. Now we're going to make our hips go counterclockwise, right? So same circle, going counterclockwise. Yes, so start stepping. We're going front and back. Stepping on the left, stepping on the right. Good, stepping on the left, stepping on the right. Once, just take yourself around this direction with however many hip circles you would like. Just to get the feel of that inside-out turn, because your head is staying centered, the hips are circling around. Excellent. Now we're going to try our four corners. Step forward with the left. Step back with the right. Step forward with the left. Step back with the right. Again, step forward with the left. Step back with the right. There's the back half. Here's the front half and the back half. Speed it up. Here we go. It's front and back and front and back, front and back. Feels like I'm on the tilt-a-whirl. Yeah, front and back, and front and back, and front and back. Last time. How'd it go? If you have any questions, please contact me. Put a note down below. Show me a video of your unmatched hip circle turn, and I'll see you next time.